Hey everybody, it's time for another Mini Mondays, and today I want to be talking about Steven Universe Season 2 and 3. Now, I originally did a review of Steven Universe with Stev Raybro quite a while back, like May 2015. It was on his channel, so if you haven't seen that review, I'd say check it out first before watching this. But anyway, I was going to do a Season 2 follow-up of Steven Universe quite a while ago, but I forgot. I just stopped being interested in the show and I forgot. And then when I thought to do it again, Season 3 was already like nearly done. So I'm like, fuck it, let's just combine the two together. So I'm not gonna have a least favorite or favorite episode since it's 2 seasons in one. But anyway, what do I think about the series? Well, it definitely took an interesting turn, and I think that's a huge understatement, to be honest, because the story got very deep, new characters were introduced, and there was a whole bunch of plot points that were really intriguing, very interesting, and yeah, it all came out so interesting in the end. That's why it bothers me that this series just doesn't grip me, and before I go on, let me just say that if you really like Steven Universe, if you're the kind of person who's like really, you would berate someone to the point of them wanting to kill themselves just for not liking the show, then you might not want to continue watching. I don't have really bad things to say about the show, I just don't think it's a godsend of a show. It's a good show though, it's very good. The characters are all great, for the most part, but I'll get into that in a bit. And you know, the scenarios that they're getting into, the story that they have, it's all really good. I just don't know what it is, but something about it just doesn't grip me the way it does other people. I keep sort of going in and out of the show where I just sort of like watch a ton of episodes at once and then just forget about it for a couple months. So I just don't know what it is. It's not something I can describe because, to be honest, all the elements that come together, it should be something I'm totally addicted to, and yet I'm not. It just doesn't grip me the same way that Gravity Falls or Wander Over Yonder has, which are some of the shows I've been watching, well, except for Wander. But anyway, and I think one of the big reasons why these two seasons 2 and 3, just really didn't, or they really bothered me, is mostly because of Peridot, which I know a lot of people really like her, and that's fine. I don't. I find her really annoying, and I don't like the way she just hijacked the show. In fact, I liked her better when she had all the arm extensions and everything. When she became short, that's immediately when I stopped liking her, and it's just because she became fan service, basically, and I don't really like fan service all that much. So yeah, if Peridot was not in the show, I think I'd like it maybe a little bit better. And yeah, again, if you like her, that's fine, I just don't. And Lapis, I think, is kind of a downer. All the new characters, I just don't really care much for, and yeah, I mean, there are worse characters, but I think that's the problem, is that the focus was really shifting away from Steven and the core group of Crystal Gems for a while, and I think that's one thing that was bothering me, is that they introduced Peridot and made her a main character. They introduced Lapis, they have Bismuth, and then they have Jasper, and there's just all this kind of, all these side characters are getting more prominence too, which is like, I don't really care, to be honest. I want to see more about Steven and the Crystal Gems. So overall, the seasons 2 and 3, they are good. In fact, they're probably the best 2 seasons so far, especially 3. I'd say that 3 has so far been the strongest of them. That's just how I feel. But yeah, there's just some things about it that overall I don't like. Mostly the new characters are sort of getting on my tits a bit. I am still watching the show. I'm all caught up to date and everything. I'll probably do a season 4 update later when it's done, but yeah, this is just sort of a vague overview of my feelings of season 2 and 3. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that.